Oh, shoot.
Alrighty, whenever you guys are ready.
Mike, you had another big game today in scoring. You've been doing that a lot this season, averaging 16 points per game. That's a big jump up from last year. What was your mentality coming into the season for you?
Like I worked all summer. Like I even stayed at SIU. I didn't even go home for the summer. I just worked on every part of my game. And like when you work so hard, you're confident in yourself, and that's what I am right now. I want to win. That's all. That's really it.
Sean, walk us through that tip in. What did you see, and did you kind of feel like there was an opportunity there?
Yeah, I mean, the play was for Mike. I was just setting a ball screen for him, 5 up, and then as he was driving, I figured I kind of got my guy on my back hip or whatever and trying to clear a little path for Mike, and I saw him put it up high off the glass, and as soon as he did that, I just jumped and ended up landing in a good spot and got a nice tip in.
That was a pass. That was a pass. I passed it.
Did you get your whole hand on it or just fingertip?
Like my whole, probably 5 fingers. It wasn't in the palm or anything, but it wasn't like just a fingertip though.
How big of a bounce back win was this after the loss on Friday?
You got it.
Yeah, this is a really huge win. Like I think it showed like our sophomores, Sean Lloyd, Armand stepped up. Rudy, I think he had 7 rebounds. Like I just felt like everybody contributes something, and that's what I just want. That just means our team's getting better.
Sean, on the tip in, did you have to wait? It looked like you kind of came back and then went back up for the tip. It
Yeah.
was hanging there a little
Yeah, I
bit.
had to wait for a second just to make sure it cleared the cylinder because it almost went in, and then as soon as it rolled out, I was like right there, tip it in.
Not necessarily just the win, but the way you guys won. I mean, you guys got into 7, 8 point holes, but you're able to come back out of it every time. You know, go into the overtime, still come out on top at home. You know, what does that type of win do for you guys going forward?
It was huge for us. I mean, I'm sure we were all thinking as soon as he hit that shot to send it overtime, Evansville all over again. But this time we had a better mindset. We come out. Leo hits a big shot. Mike hits a big shot. We come out, score 5 straight points, and kind of put the pressure on. Oh, it was me. Well, you made a good pass. And we put the pressure on them right off the bat, and it was just a resilient effort for us.
Did you guys make any adjustments after they tied the game at the end of regulation? For overtime?
We just try to stay positive. I told you, like instantly, once he hit that shot, we didn't say nothing about it. We didn't complain. We just went to the huddle. It was like Evansville. That's all we thought about. And we just wanted to have a different mindset. Last year when DJ Valentine, whatever his name is, when he hit that shot instantly in the huddle, we put our head down. Today we were just trying to win.
Next play, yeah.
What happened in the beginning of the game? You guys kind of struggled shooting from deep, but then it seemed like you guys just kept going to the hole, getting and ones. What was said? Anything said, or was it just like the thing that happened?
I mean, we're confident in our shooting abilities, especially when Leo and Mike and Fletch. It's just a matter of time until they're going to hit shots, but they weren't falling, so we started attacking the basket well, attacked their defense well, and they came out real hot. They put the pressure on us right away. They were making a lot of shots, and we just knew if we stuck to the game plan, eventually they're not going to keep hitting those shots all night.
Was there a certain message from Coach Hinson before overtime, knowing that you guys had the lead and kind of could have came down in the second half and started with a 5-0 run?
Not really a certain message. We just went right to the game plan. Drew up an offensive play, talked about what we're going to do on defense. Just next play. We weren't going to hang our heads or anything. We just all talked about next play, next play.
Can you talk about Sean Lloyd and Rudy? I mean, they both played key roles tonight. They didn't score many points, but they really contributed in other ways.
Yeah, like I said, the sophomore stepped up really big today. Like Rudy, I seen Rudy even battling today. That just made me so proud because I know in practice we're always on him, we're yelling at him to be tough, and today he proved it. And Sean Lloyd's gonna give you like those type of buckets where he's attacking down the middle and stuff like that. But he had a couple offensive rebounds today that was huge for us.
Yeah, I think Sean sparked us in the first half, and Armand kind of sparked us there in the second half. Had some big offensive rebounds, and one at the end of the game. He hit some big free throws. So they're all playing well right now and getting more confident and comfortable out there.
Just how weird of a defensive game was this where, especially in the first half, it seemed like they were hitting almost every three, but they couldn't hit anything inside of that 3-point line.
Yeah, it was interesting because they coaches came in at halftime were happy with the overall field goal percentage that we held them to, but their 3-point percentage was up in the 56 or something. So we knew, I mean, if we started contesting them a little better, that was going to drop, and we did a good job on our 2-point defense, I guess.
Is there anything you guys worked on? You guys looked very fluid in the first half, only one turnover. What happened? You guys played really well.
We're just getting more familiar with each other, and we're just executing better. I got to do a better job of just making sure all the guys is in the right spot. And I just got to lead my team. That's all it is.
We got Coach Hinson waiting in the wings, so we're going to let the players go and get Coach in. Thanks, guys.
Hey, that was a pass, though.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'll let you guys go ahead and I'll I don't have a statement.
At the end of the first,
Yes, we tried to foul,
thank you.
and we did foul, and told the 3 officials we were going to foul, and they didn't call the foul. Our guys did exactly what we asked them to do. Exactly what they asked them to do. Exactly what we asked them to do. They bumped the cutter coming right out of there. We fouled. They did exactly what we asked them to do.
You guys mentioned the Evansville game from last year and how they were able to respond differently this year.
It's the first thing that came to my mind. DJ Ballantyne hitting a 3, and we didn't foul. This year we did foul and didn't get the foul called, and our heads were down, and we had to have a big play, and I thought we had a huge play. Leo Vincent hits the 3, and I just thought that was huge. How about Rudy winning the tip? Now, we won one tip this year, I think, with Teak, which can just jump out of the gym. And Rudy is, I don't know if he can jump over this Sony Walkman. I guess they don't make Walkmans anymore, but anyway, whatever that thing is. But he wins the tip, which we challenged him. Win the tip, Rudy, so we can do something. And Leo hits the big 3 and kind of settled us down. Then we come back and hit a 2 and went up 5. And you got to give them credit. They came back. They did a great job of coming back. That's a heck of a ball game. I hope y'all. I didn't enjoy part of it, but a lot of it I did. But man, I think you got to give Murray State and Matt and his staff. I just thought they didn't quit, and neither did we. It's just a heck of a game.
You just talk about, that type of win, the team that a couple times got down 7-8 point holes, but they're always coming back. And like you said, after they hit that shot, still no give up. Just what that type of win does for you guys.
You know what? I think it does. I think it does a lot. I mean, we'll find out. As my grandmother used to say, proof's in the pudding. We'll see that as we go down the stretch. But last year it hurt us. The Evansville Golfs hurt us, and we really went into a tank for a little while after that. And I think this is a type of game that can kind of push you a little bit in the right direction. So I know at least we have something to go back on. We have some history, that we've had some positive history that we can always reflect back on, and I always think that's good.
Your bench only scored 14 points, but I thought they contributed more than that.
Les, I can't disagree at all. Everybody. How about Rudy? Okay, so 14 points, but Rudy gets 7 rebounds tonight. The rebound of the game was there on the baseline when he gave the tip back to Armand, and Armand gets the and one. That was huge. Austin Wire hits a big free throw when we had to have it. Sean Lloyd comes in, correct me if I'm wrong, and scores 6 points in 4 minutes in the first half and really gets a big offensive rebound for us. Who am I leaving off here? I thought Aaron Cook gave us, bless his heart, when Michael's playing like he's playing, he doesn't get a lot of minutes, but he came in and made a big basket for us, drove down the middle of the lane. So, yeah, I think you're right. I think the bench did a lot of good things tonight.
Sean was kind of a stabilizing factor in the beginning. You could have been in the deep hole.
I think, and we've got to get past this right now, Les, but we're kind of, as Sean goes, so goes this team, and we got to get out of that. We got to find a way that when Sean's in foul trouble, we got to find a way that we can just maybe do a little better than what we've done. But you're right. That was a heck of an offensive rebound, boys and girls. That's pretty sweet.
Can you talk about Mike Rodriguez
He's hard to guard, guys. He's just hard to guard. I know everybody's scouting report is to keep him in front of you, don't let him get downhill, and when he's not sped up, and there were times tonight he got sped up, but when he's not sped up, he's really hard to guard. And I mean, look at the stats. We only turned the ball over 8 times tonight. Michael Rodriguez plays 42 minutes and has 2 turnovers. I mean, that's a phenomenal stat against a team that's guarding you. And they guarded him. He was a central focal point. And so was Stark.
When Sean hit the go-ahead tip there, what kind of momentum did it give you?
It's really hard to explain because, you know, you just kind of have to replay it in your head. But when the shot goes down, the first thing I'm doing is looking at the clock and seeing how much it is and trying to figure out what we're going to do. And, of course, we played the out-of-bounds play perfect. Our guys did exactly what we asked them to do on the out-of-bounds play, and we ended up getting the ball back down court, and Michael did a great job. That's why we moved Michael back, because we knew we could run Michael to the ball and get him open, and we knew that he could make free throws. The thing that I like about Michael, and you guys have figured this out now after 2 years, he wants the ball in his hands at crunch time. Leo Vincent wants the ball in his hands at crunch time. Make big plays. And Sean O'Brien tonight, crunch time, made a big play. Our 3 seniors made big plays tonight. You got to be, I was excited for him. And this was a night when Teak didn't get to play. I mean, he was on the bench.
What about kind of like the defensive game? Like, you knew going in they were a 3-point team, but they shoot over 50% in the first half, but you hold them inside the arc to 30 below. That just kind of the interesting defensive challenge they provided.
Well, you got one or the other. You got to figure it out, one or the other. And we told our guys tonight, we're not going to let them beat us in the paint. If they're going to beat us, they're going to have to beat us from the 3-point line. And at the first half, they're going in at halftime. We're thinking, well, that's how they're going to beat us, is through the 3-point line. But you saw what we did in the second half. We held them to under 30%, right at 29, 28%, including the overtime. And we outscored them, I think, 40 to something in the paint, 42 to 14 in the paint. That was a big deal to us. And we held them to, this is our second game in a row to hold an opponent under 39%. It's pretty special. And I hope you understand that we talk about this all the time. So we didn't shoot free throws well. We didn't shoot it well from the threes, but we still shot 51%, and we win because we got 38% on the defensive end.
Can you talk about defending Stark? Barry threw various people on him. Armand was on him at the end, I think, for the end of the regulation.
Yeah, what is it? The guy that said one time that said, I guarded Michael Jordan, I held him to 35. Yeah, we guarded Stark tonight. We really did a good job. We held him to 29. We did a good job in the first half. We really did. He had 9 shots, and he only had, what do you have in the first half? 7 points? Maybe 9 points with 9 shots. We did a great job on him in the first half. In the second half, he was going to shoot it every time he touched it. And you got to give Matt credit. Matt screened with guys, found out we were switching, and he was just driving our bigs, but that's what we do with Michael too. So turnabout's fair play.
I mean, he made some tough shots.
Yeah, I agree. I thought Armand Fletcher had an outstretched arm. Leo Vincent had an outstretched arm. Got to give it to him. He made big shots. Okay, your question.
I was going to say, you mentioned earlier, you need Teague at the end of the game to help you guys win, but you guys were able to come up with victory. Rudy was big. Win without Teague. How big is that for your team?
I think you hit a valid point. I think a huge point. Because what that does is we know Teague's going to be in foul trouble. We all know that. Shot blockers are always in foul troubles, and sometimes they don't have their best nights. But we've got, who is that guy that's going to come in when Teague? I think we found one, and he had a big 3. I mean, Rudy's comfortable stepping out behind the arc and shooting the basketball, and Rudy can score the basketball, and I thought he did a good job. I thought Austin Wire did some good things defensively tonight as well. I mean, they got down in a stance and guarded, but Rudy getting 7 rebounds was just, I think that's a valid point. It's a great question. Okay, guys. All right, see you. Thank you, guys.